Hi everyone, so in this video we're going to talk about WordPress themes. A WordPress theme is basically a group of files that work together to create the design of your website, the overall look of your website. And these can be things like these template files here for your header and your footer, single blog templates, any fonts, style sheets, images, they're all saved within the theme, and possibly any JavaScript files that you might have. There are lots of ways to download themes. You can either go directly to the WordPress directory. So if you already have your site set up, what you want to do is go into your dashboard and then go down to themes. Under appearance, you just want to click on themes, and then you just want to click add new. And then from here you can select different themes. You can browse for different themes. You can search for the theme name if you already have it, or you can use this kind of feature filter to filter between different themes. The other way you can do it is, if you don't have the site set up yet, is that you can download the theme from the WordPress website. So that's wordpress.org/themes, and set up the same way as the directory. You'll see a bunch of different themes ready for you to kind of download, and you can again use the feature filter to filter between what kind of theme that you want, and then just simply download whatever theme it is that you want. Come back to the WordPress dashboard on your site, click on upload theme, choose the file, and then select the file that you had just downloaded. So that's the theme file that you have, and then it'll install and you can just activate it. When it comes to choosing a theme, you want to select a theme that you like the best, but also that would suit your needs. And there's a few other things to consider when selecting one, and this includes things like the cost, the actual design and the look of it, compatibility with different plugins you may need to use, and how easy the theme is to edit and how much control you have over certain aspects of the site layout. And you want to make sure the theme is responsive as well. So when it comes to picking a theme that would suit your needs, you need to consider the functionality and the purpose of your site. So what is your website about? What is it used for? If it's is it a personal blog website? Is it a travel blog kind of website, a portfolio site? Is it going to be an e-commerce site where you're trying to sell products online? Things like that. So obviously when you come to the WordPress directory, obviously it can be a bit overwhelming. There's lots of themes to kind of go for, lots of themes to pick. So what you can do is use the feature filter here, and within this filter you can actually select the subject, and this is essentially the subject of your website. Is it going to be a blog website, e-commerce, entertainment, food and drink, things like that? So you would select the website that the category that fits best the website that you're going to make. As you can see, so the reason why it's different is that a website for a blog might be laid out completely differently to a website that's for an e-commerce, because both of those themes will focus on different things. The blog themed themes will focus on what's the best way to display written content to the user, and the e-commerce themes will focus on how to show as many products, how to display products nicely in a way that kind of catch the user's eye. So it's really important to think about what the purpose of the website is, and overall, what do you want your customers to do? Do you want them to read your blogs? Do you want them to buy a product? Do you want them to book your service? Things like that. So what you want to do then is, once you've selected, once you go through these options, you can click into it for more information, and what you can do is you can click this preview button, and this will show you the website, the theme as a website as opposed to pictures, and that way you can really see how the theme is going to work. So what kind of colors are they going to use, what kind of font styles, font settings, things like that. Some previews will also show you different pages and even single block templates and things like that. When you are selecting a site, there's certain things that you should look out for. So for example, say you've seen the preview of this and you like it, you want to check for things like ratings. So you want to read the reviews of the site if there are any. You want to make sure that people that have downloaded this site and used this theme, are they happy with it? Would they recommend it? If there's any known common issues or bugs, people will tend to write about them. if you are using a theme that maybe doesn't have any ratings, maybe because it's new, and things like that, I think just be kind of a bit wary. Always have a theme downloaded that you can switch back to if the new theme that you've added doesn't work out okay. But essentially you want to look at the ratings as well and see if there's any known issues or if everything's okay. The other thing that you want to make sure is that it's being updated frequently. So if the last updated is maybe like a few months ago or maybe even a few years ago, I would suggest to stay away from those, because it would probably be a sort of an insecure theme. Plugins are always being updated pretty much every week, and if the theme isn't being updated at the same time, newer versions of plugins won't work with older version of the theme. Old themes as well, they're both susceptible to attacks. So keeping a theme up to date is really important, as well as keeping your plugins up to date. So you want to make sure that the last updated is a recent time and not anything like a few months ago or a few years back. And you want to just check the PHP version as well and make sure that it's compatible with the PHP versions of other plugins that you might be using at the time. And then so you want to look at that as well, and then just see if there's anything else within the description or anything else that you want to look out for. Another place where you can get themes is the Envato Elements website. So Envato Elements not only do WordPress themes, they also do like custom fonts, any placeholder photos, graphics, things like that. It's a really good place to go if you don't have a lot of content in terms of imagery, any graphics and things like that. It is a paid service, so you are paying for essentially the service to download some of the themes and use them on your website as well. But essentially, if you have this account, what you want to do is under web templates, you want to go to all web templates. All CMS templates even. And you want to go into WordPress themes, and you can see a whole bunch of themes. Some of them you might find for free on the WordPress directory, but a lot of themes would be premium themes. And again, you can use the filters to filter by sort of what kind of website, so e-commerce, portfolio, agency, blog, things like that. And then another thing you can also do is see what themes are compatible with certain plugins. So you see this filter here, so compatible with, and you can see there's a whole bunch of popular plugins that people tend to use, like WP PageBakery, WooCommerce, Elementor. So if you know that these are plugins that you plan on using, like if you plan on using a builder, then you want to select a theme that is compatible with that. So what you can do is so what you can do is, if you know you're going to use Elementor on your website, then you can select Elementor and Elementor Pro, and it'll then filter themes that are compatible with Elementor and that you can use Elementor with it. If you select maybe one of the themes, same thing as if you were to select a theme from the WordPress directory, there is a preview section, so it'll show you the theme as a website. Yep, so you can see the site here, and you can scroll down and really click through it and see what it's going to be like. So for example, this is agency, this is a consulting page, this is a marketing page, business page, things like that. And essentially all of this will be filled with placeholder content, and it's up to you then to change the content that you will add to the website, but at least you can see what this site will look like, what colors they're using, and the layouts and things like that. So this is another theme here, and you can see it's set up, the theme is set up exactly like a website, and you can sort of click around it and see exactly what you can change and what you can change the content on and what it would look like. The good thing about some of these themes, so like this is a theme that's compatible with Elementor, is that Because most of the pages have already been built, it saves you a lot of time in the beginning, especially if you just are wanting a site up just for a place for people to have some kind of online presence. This saves you a bit of time from designing like a full website. All you need to do is maybe change a few colors, update the content, update the imagery, and that way you have a working site with not a lot of time invested into it, but at least it's how you want it. To check how responsive a site is, or a theme is, what you can do is right click onto the theme, click on inspect, and you'll see this might be to the side, so let me just put this aside. You can see in this button here, this is a responsive toggle, so if you click on that, you can select which device to view this theme on. So I've selected iPad Air, so it's reading with this dimension, and you can see this is what the theme will look like. This is what these sections will look like if you were to use these themes, and you can see that it is not bad on mobile, so you know that you are picking a responsive site or not, depending on what theme that you're using. So it's really important to check for that, as more and more people are using their phones to browse online. So making sure you pick a responsive theme is important. So just like the WordPress directory, you want to make sure, you want to read through and see what exactly comes within the theme. So for this one, there's like 4 homepage templates, 9 inner pages, header footer builder, fully responsive, and things like that. And also here it'll show you the plugins required. So this is something to watch out for with some of the Envato ones, is that when they were when people build some of these themes, they do require these plugins. Now, depending on what they used each plugin for, you might not need to download all of them. So if, for example, the Met form, that's usually a contact form plugin. So if you don't download that, it's not that you can't download the theme at all. The theme will be downloaded, but whichever area of the theme is using Met form, that part won't be showing. So Met form is for contact form, so any part where there's a contact form won't show, so maybe replace that with something else, or just download Met form. So it's important that you have access to all of these, and it tells you exactly what you need access to. So Elementor, Elements, Kit Lite, Met form, all of these. Usually but you don't need to download these separately. What you need to do actually is just download the entire thing, and then using the Envato Elements plugin, you're going to import that file. So just to show you, so once you have obviously an account set up, you just want to click on download, and it's going to ask you to add a file to this project. So the projects are within your account, so this can be like the name of the this can be the name of the site, and you just want to add the file, the theme, to the project. So now we have the theme, and now what we need to do then is download the Envato Elements plugin. And to do that, you just need to go back to your WordPress dashboard and go into plugins, and so you can see I've already downloaded Envato Elements here, but all you need to do is click add new, and then click and search for Envato Elements. If it's not showing up on the WordPress directory, you can also just go into WordPress plugins, wordpress.org/plugins, and then just look for it there, but essentially just download that and then add that to your Once it's installed and activated, all you need to do is go down to, you'll see a new tab for elements, and this is the Envato element kit, and then what you want to do is click template kits. And you can see the template kits are already showing here, but then what you can do then, just make sure your account is connected, and then what you can do then is go into installed kits, and you want to upload template kit zip file, and this is just a zip file of the template kit that we downloaded earlier, and that's the plugin downloaded. Once you have your theme downloaded, it should apply to every part of your website, and just make sure that it's activated on the themes page before you go to check. And then you can start seeing where to customize your theme. So if you go into customize, it should show you all the options on what you can change. So things like the site identity, homepage settings, header and footer, all of that you can update here. So it's up to you to kind of see how you're editing the theme. And what you can also do then is, if you realize actually you don't like this theme, you can switch back to a previous theme. So if you go back to theme here, so it's not good to have lots of themes. So you want to keep the theme that you currently have, and then you also then just want to keep like a backup theme. So that's in case if anything goes wrong, or if you ever need to debug an issue, then it's good to keep one of the 2021-2023 themes. Just so there's something that you can switch to if you ever need to debug an issue or anything like that. And it's really simple. You just click on activate, and it'll activate the new theme. So just be careful of that. So now we can go over some popular themes. One of the most popular themes used especially is the Hello Elementor theme. So the Elementor plugin, Page Builder, is one of the most popular page builders there is out there, and the same team that built that also created the new Hello theme, and essentially it's fully designed to work really well with the Elementor Pro plugin. It's very lightweight, and yeah, 100% tailored to Elementor. I think if you are building a website that is using a specific builder, and that builder comes with its own theme, I think the best thing to do would be download that theme as well, because then you know you're downloading you're downloading a theme that's optimized to work with the builder. And it's really important, since builders themselves are quite heavy plugins, that you keep the theme really nice and lightweight to not add any more load time. But essentially it just means that both theme and the plugin will work seamlessly. And so Elementor itself is very responsive, it's SEO friendly, it's very lightweight, and it's also free. So you can, Elementor, the basic plugin is free, and also the Hello theme is free. It's just the Pro plugin that's you would need to pay for. But even if you were just to get the Elementor plugin, the basic one, and with the Hello theme, you've still got a good site going along the way. You would just need to create an account. So yeah, the Hello Elementor theme is one of the most popular ones. Another theme that's really popular is the Astra theme. So the Astra theme is, again, really fast, really lightweight, and a very, very customizable WordPress theme. The good thing about Astra is that it comes with thousands of pre-built templates that are ready to use. They are responsive, and they're very modern kind of design. And the good thing else about it is that you can customize everything really, really easily. And you can also see it integrates with a lot of different other plugins, like the Elementor plugin, WooCommerce, LearnDash, and it's a very, very popular plugin as well. So you know that there's sort of a lot of good reviews, and there's a lot of support as well. So any themes that come with their own kind of support team would be highly recommended, just because then if there's any issues with the plugin itself, if there's any issues with understanding how it works, it's very easy to just submit a ticket and have someone get back to you on how to solve any issues that you're having. Astra, and it's the basic theme is free, but then there's also a Pro version. And if you go onto their website, you can click on Pro. You can see that they've got different functionality, so things like more color controls, custom layouts, and spacing controls. So with the Astra Pro, it's almost like a builder, where you can have a bit more control over the actual site layout. So if that's important to you, then I would recommend probably either a builder and a theme that works well with the builder, so maybe like the Elementor and the Hello Elementor theme, or a theme like Astra, where a lot of things are very, very customizable, and they already have a lot of templates that you can sort of work with as well, and it integrates with WooCommerce, so you don't need to worry about having something separate for e-commerce websites if you needed to. Another theme that's really popular is the Ocean WP theme. It's a very lightweight theme. and very easy to customize as well. And the good thing about it is that it's free and also works with page builders like Elementor, Beaver Builder, and Divi as well. You will need to connect it to a license. So if you go into their pricing, you can see the different kind of pricing plans they have for premium or for personal, up to 3 sites, 6 sites, or 50 sites, depending on what you need. But if you look through what they have, so Ocean WP is fully compatible with Elementor and other plugins as well.